William Ruto will not win by any 2 million votes. William Ruto will lose by more than 5 million votes. He will lose by
Why?
the margin of victory. Because look at it this way, it's very simple. Look at his vote basket that he had in the last election, and look at the platform upon which he was campaigning. William Ruto campaigned on the platform of Haslan dynasty. That's going to be about the Kenyan people who are the downtrodden rising. He has lost that entire constituency. Life has become more unbearable today than it was before William Ruto became president. That's a fact. And more of those people who voted for him are disillusioned by his administration. If he's not going to address the economic problem, which he will not address anyway, he will only be holding the kind of state house meetings you're seeing with the legacy politicians and their surrogates, trying to mop them up to campaign for him. He is not going to get that constituency, and there's no new constituency. When he talks about the ODMers, that they are going to fill in the gap, even in that ODM itself, there is no clarity. What is ODM? ODM is really ODM Ruto. It's divided. And where is the masses of ODM? So if it's a question of just the political party certificate or structures, an individual can walk in and support William Ruto. But even that old party, there are so many of membership of that party who are challenging this administration for its failure on the economy. And Safina, we are very clear. Let's have a discussion on the economy. Let's put ideas on the table on how to improve the economy. And the best idea to win, not the best individual to win, because victory should be victory to the republic.
So what would you do to the existing affordable housing program?
It's very simple. The affordable housing program is a scam. Number one, it is built on public land. Number two, it is funded by public money. Then number three, they sell it to the public. It doesn't make sense. I've never seen somebody who owns land. You bring a contractor, give them money to build for you a house, then they tell you to pay them before you occupy your own house. They sell it to you. It's ridiculous.
So what would you do?
For me, affordable housing, that program of yours, those houses should be free to the people of Kenya. It is built on their land. It is funded using their money. We will not continue that kind of a program. Those money should be given to the vulnerable in the community for free at no extra cost, because it is their money, it is their land. But the program of Safina will be focused on a private sector driven growth.
So do you scrap the levy also?
Of course it will have to go. It doesn't, that levy is
illegal.
It's an oxymoron. I own the land, I am paying to build it, then you sell it to me. Do away with it. And whatever has been put up from that, through that program, give it for free to the people, the most vulnerable in our community. Give them for free. You don't have to sell to the people of Kenya. And give people reliefs, those who contributed. Find a way of accommodating them in reliefs so that they can be able to recover.
And what you did with the health program, SHIF, SHA?
I've told you in Safina, I've told you the cost of public health in Kenya. It costs between 158 to 170 billion. In fact, the exact figure as at 2023 was 158 billion. You are paying illegal debts of 2.3 trillion. Why not just get 158 billion, and I'll be very generous, put at 170 billion, into public health in this country? So that any Kenyan, you don't need to pay any SHIF share, you don't need to pay any NHIF, you only need to have your ID, and you walk in and you can get healthcare services for free.
Okay.
So that we are applying our tax money to the benefit of the people. We are spending how much in State House alone to the comfort of an individual? How much are we spending in Parliament to the comfort of 290 members of Parliament? When, if we decide that let's now change the conversation, remove the focus from legacy politicians, their surrogates. Let it be a focus on the people. It's good that they call us the academic politicians. We are academic.
Yeah.
Safina Party, we have our feast agenda. And I want Fred Okango to answer me point by point on any of this following. Number one, in our feast agenda we are saying any legal debt taken without following the laws of Kenya, we shall not pay. This year alone, you may not even know it, we are spending 2.3 trillion Kenya shillings in debt finance. Debts which some of them did not even come to Kenya, went into people's private accounts. We will do a forensic audit of that debt, and any money that did not come into Kenya, we shall not pay it. We shall declare that debt odious. What it means is this: we will be 2.3 trillion shillings richer. To fund education in Kenya, primary, secondary to TVET, cost approximately 280 billion Kenya shillings. From the savings you've made from the legal debt, apply it to education. additional funding. So education becomes free from primary, secondary to TVET. Number 3, healthcare. The healthcare system costed in this country comes to around between 158 billion to 170 billion. Apply part of the savings from the 2 trillion shillings towards healthcare so that any Kenyan who walks into a health facility manages to access health services without paying any additional cost. Number 4, in Safina party we are saying the Kenyan people are facing high cost of living and they are making noise that they don't have enough money in their pockets. Let's give them a breather. Do away the 16% VAT and introduce a 5% sales tax. So the price of all vertible items and services falls by 11%. In fact, actuaries have done their studies and they're telling you, if you reduce, what you end up doing is you're releasing more disposable income in the people's pockets. They now spend more of what they have retained on consumables. And you'll even end up collecting far much more than you are collecting in VAT today. I'll tell you today, last financial year, we collected 329 billion Kenya shillings from VAT. And if you adopt, or when we adopt the Safina agenda of doing 60% VAT to make it 5% sales tax, we are going to collect in 3 years more than the 329 billion that VAT was bringing. It's actually going to be around 500 billion Kenya shillings from that because of more consumption. Number 5, the main challenge of youth unemployment. The main challenge that Kenyan people face when they have ideas, when they go out to try to commercialize their ideas, is lack of capital, access to credit. Take the government out of domestic borrowing. Release that money to the people of Kenya to borrow so that I am able to access capital when I go to the market. Today you go to a bank, your interest rate, you are told, is 20%, between 15 to 20%. Why? Because your government is borrowing in that very market. The money in the bank is your money, it is my money, it's Manzo's money, it is Sam's money. Your government is borrowing at 14% interest rate, then they come back to you to raise your taxes, charges and levies to pay that high interest rate. In the process, you've been stopped from accessing credit. When you go, you are told 20%. So to address housing challenges is very simple. When people have access to capital, they have access to credit facilities, they'll be able to put up those houses themselves. You'll be shocked to know that Kenya today, we only have 25,000 mortgages. That's what is taken. Now, if you enable many Kenyans to access mortgage facilities at low interest rate, because take the government out of domestic borrowing, interest rates will fall from 20% to even 3%. With access to cheap credit, so many Kenyans will be able to put up those houses of yours across the entire country. So that to me is what the competition is about. That we are competing on our Safina Feast agenda. Tell us what your Feast agenda is or equivalent. Then, whichever side wins, it is to the benefit of the people of Kenya. When I listen to legacy politicians and their surrogates, I actually get amazed. Because to them, it's about winning. What is winning? What is victory? I approach politics from the premise that now it should be about the people. That even when they are discussing a coalition with William Ruto, they should be saying, we are forming a coalition on the following agenda that benefits the people. When they come to compete with Safina party, we are competing on ideas. So that ultimately, whichever side wins, as Safina will win, all Kenyans benefit because it's about the people. But legacy politicians and their surrogates only care about the individual winning. That we are going to competition, we form political parties to get power. Power to what end? We must change the conversation to focus primarily on the people of Kenya. So that when you are discussing coalitions, when you are going to compete, you should be selling out your agenda to the people, how you are going to improve their lives, how you are going to make life bearable to them. So getting power when old people are dying of preventable diseases in the villages, that is winning. Getting power when 800,000 young Kenyans have not translated to junior secondary, that is winning to you because you've gotten power. Getting power when you have millions of young people who are unemployed. Yeah. So any coalition discussion, any victory should be a victory that is changing the lives of the people of Kenya. The same Nyanza region that he is now was also there. So when he talks about our people, I wonder who are our people. I was there. And even me, I was talking to Kenyans, some who come from that region. And they were simply telling me, Willis, all we care about is the economy. Whether it is through William Ruto or through Safina, as we just want to see the economy to work. So we are not saying that let us now get a few of us to be in government. Then we say now that we're in government, we've won. That is legacy politics, where an individual is appointed as CS and the whole village is told to beat drums to celebrate an individual becoming a CS. When in that very village, we have so many kids who are not going to school. We have so many graduates who don't have jobs. And there's nothing they're doing to improve on their condition. That should be the conversation that the Kenyan people should be having.
Okay. Fred, is that from the academy or it's...
If you listen to Willis, theoretical, a pure equanimity politician.
No, he has given you the alternatives.
No.
You don't have to hear it.
You see, the reason why I'm telling you this, because...
Sorry, what's the word?
Equanimity. What Willis is saying is good to the ears, good to his people, good to the academicians, but is not good for the local person that want practical politics. Willis, somebody would ask you, where are you going to get the 170 billion that you're going to put into healthcare, and then people just go there and get the health service?
Taxes.
Okay, taxes. Are you going to raise it?
I think you explained.
I explained.
No. I'm just trying to explain to, Willis has got this habit of trying to make it look very nice while it is not very nice. Things are difficult.
Don't all politicians do?
That's where we are coming from, and we are saying we must now be practical politicians. And Willis, if he has all these good ideas, and he's in Safina party, he wants to be deputy president. I've never seen Willis campaigning anywhere, telling the people what he's telling us here on TV. Go to the villages, explain to them, make them understand, tell them why Safina is the party to beat. No, you have seen him on social media. I've not seen him. Willis, be serious. If you want to compete William Ruto and ODM and win election on Safina, you must put a program. You must have an agenda. That agenda must be resonating with the public. Yours is academic. It is not working, Willis. It's not.
All right.
Sam, let me just say, just one bite only.
Yes.
To the extent that I've said, we are going to use the money that has been used to pay for illegal debts, 2.3 trillion this financial year. Whatever we find is odious, we don't pay. Apply that money towards healthcare. How is that academic?
All right.